All right, so if I don't get the sound right, I'm just gonna hold the microphone. All right, what's up, y'all? Actually, I don't even need this then. Oh, give me a sec. Oh, fuck. Oh god, this chords. Okay. What is good, y'all? Fuck, been years since I did a whatchamacallits. Been years since I've done a channel update. So, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, as always, as they say. I hate these fucking weird ass intros. It's just never been for me. Anyways, what's up, y'all? So just to give you guys an update on where I have been since the last channel update. I can't even remember when I last did it, and I don't even have my YouTube open. So wait, I do. Let's pause that, just so I can show you guys when was the last time we did a channel update. Okay, let's go to my account. How do I? Give me a sec, y'all. I gotta figure this shit out. When last did I do a channel update, bro? Let's go to content. I haven't done it in ages. Let me actually show you what I'm looking at, so y'all can see. Bet. Okay, cool. So the last time I did a channel update, dude, must have been ages ago because I don't even see the channel update. Holy shit. I have not done a channel update for y'all in ages. When is it? Here. Oh my days. 2018. 8 years later. When in 2018? March. I bet. Okay, cool. So, what up, y'all? Yeah. Channel update. Hope y'all are good. Where have I been in the past? Since how long? Where have I been in the past 8 years? I've been here. I've been living life. I won't get into the nitty gritty of it, right? This channel update is just for y'all to understand where I've been, and you know what's happening in life, right? What's happening in life. So, where I've been. For those of you who don't know. Now dad. For those of you also don't know, obviously to be a dad, there's a mom involved somewhere. So yeah, I'm in a relationship 4 years. It's been great. It's been grand. 2 years prior to that, 4 years is how long we've been together. So then another 4 years is how long it's been since the last channel update. Things have been okay. For those of you who have been following the channel and all the videos that came after the channel update, those of you watch the streams, those of you know me personally, those of you follow me on socials, you'll know that I was partnered to Logitech. That was pretty dope through my organization, which was Super 2-Bit. So yeah, a lot of the content that you'll see on the channel was made by all of that. Well, was made because of all of that, but then there's obviously parts where I no longer have, you know, the branding shit and the whatnot on my videos, so that's me being solo. And just recently I'd put out a video on Arena Breakout Infinite. So just to give you an update basically on where the channel's been, that's why it's pretty much skeletal and quiet. I haven't streamed in ages. I don't know yet if I'm going to go back to streaming ever because my PC is literally on its last legs. Not really on its last legs. I wouldn't say that. I would say that if it had to have legs, it would be in a wheelchair, but it's still alive and kicking. You feel me? It's just there's a lot of things it can't do anymore. So it can still eat, shoot hoops, you know, all this, but it can't run. It can't run fast. It can't run, period. Okay? Well, run in the sense of get up from the wheelchair and run. Y'all get what I mean. Anyways. So I just wanted this to be a channel update. This is going to have fuck all structure, just so you guys understand. There will be no structure in this video. I'm just going to say what's on the mind. And yeah. Anyways. So PC can't really handle much streaming, right? It can handle recordings. Great. But it can't handle much streaming. There's also certain games that my PC can no longer run, and other games where it chops. Like the best frames I can get on average is like 85 frames per second. On like low tier games like League of Legends, World of Warcraft, and all this, Well, every single game I play on very low graphics. It's either low or it's off. One of the settings is either low or it's off. That way I can get more out of the game's performance. I don't really care much for quality. Quality at this point has been a luxury to me. Quality at this point can only be felt when playing on console. I can't get the quality I want on this PC anymore. I don't even know when I actually bought this PC, to be honest with you. I think, no, it couldn't have been 2018. There is no ways it could have been since then. But I think it actually just might, to be honest with you. I think it actually just might. If not 2018, 2017 definitely is when I got this PC. So it is pretty old. So yeah, with regards to streaming, don't think I'm going to come back until I get a better PC. Certain games I will not do game videos of, again, because of the PC. So games that I can actually handle, like the Arena Breakout video, I think was pretty good. What I did fuck up on was not having my camera on, which I honestly thought I did. Because, I mean, the flap was up and the light was on. I use a Logitech Brio, for those who don't know. So the flap was on, off. So obviously I can see the lens like I'm seeing y'all now, and the light is an indication that it's recording. But I had not transitioned on Stream Elements for it to actually show. So that was my fault. On top of that, the sound was terrible, the mic. Reason being is because though I had this mic right in front of me, I think the gain or the settings at the back were just completely messed. So you guys couldn't even hear me talk much. So that video, I would make more. I really would, because Arena Breakout really does run well on this PC. I just need to then test how it's going to be with, you know, the Brio camera running. And then I think just with the mic setup for this video that I'm recording right now, that you guys are watching, I think the sound is going to be okay. These mics are so flipping hard to get it right, because the moment I turn my head and shit, right now it's behaving. But in most cases, if I turn my head, bro, you won't hear me at all. At all. And even when I have to do the podcast, which follow us on the podcast, please. It's X2Skip podcast. X, the letter, 2, T-O, skip. Y'all can spell that word. X2Skip podcast. Give us a follow. Listen to it. We post every week, or we try to at least. And yeah, right now, sorry, I'm on my lunch break, so your boy is actually working. Shit. I will go back to it. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys like a quick channel update, because I have pretty much tried everything that I possibly could since I stopped making content. Before content as well as during, I had full-time job. I've never been unemployed at all. I've never been unemployed for more than a week. Now, to most people, that's a huge flex, right? I know some of y'all, I know, you know, peeps can sometimes have a lot of difficulties in finding jobs in between. Some people have been laid off, you know, retrenched and what have you. But I'm thankful and blessed enough to have never experienced that ever. So it's to a point now that, like, in the job that I currently am in, I've been working for the current company I'm working for. I've been working for them for 3 years now, right? Officially, as of May, it's now 3 years. And look, it's not to say that I'm sad and I hate the place or I hate my job or whatever. No, I love my job, actually. If it was something I could turn into my own business, I would. I just wouldn't know how to do it, because, you know, I mean, I would need a product of my own to specialize in, because my title is product specialist, right? So I wouldn't really know how to turn that into my own job, unless I, of course, created like a website or an application and whatnot, specialized in handling it, obviously, because I built it. And then trying to just do support tickets and whatnot, because my usual job is just support tickets onto the shit. People are confused or whatnot, train them, guide them, see if it's something that actually needs dev intervention or not, right? So yeah, if I could turn that into my own business, I would. Obviously, I could ask Claude, Gemini, and all the AI powers that be of how to actually do it. But I would much rather be making content again. That's why I'm here. So yeah, for quite a while, you know, working full time and all this type of stuff, everything's been okay. It's been nice, but It's more of a sense of me trying to find direction. I found purpose, but I need to then just find direction of what I'm going to do with the rest of like these years, because this is obviously my full-time job, being a product specialist and all, but it's the stuff in between. And I thought to myself, okay, you know what? I started this YouTube channel for a reason, way back in the years. Started this for a reason, and that reason was to simply just make content so that the day I die, I'm gonna be real with y'all. The day I die, at least, what I have to show for the life that I lived is not just a dash between my birth date and my death date. I will at least have a digital footprint of who the fuck I was when I was still alive and thriving. And so I want to use YouTube for that exact reason. On top of that, I've tried various different things as hobbies and side hustles and whatnot, from creating digital products to creating drop shipping stores, affiliate marketing, trying to create your own trading agent, trading on Forex and crypto. I've tried so many different things, ebooks, all this. I still do write. For those of you who have known me in the earlier times of this channel, I still do write my books. Just don't post them, because I'm also trying to get to the point of making sure the story is good enough to be followed from start to finish. And I used to release chapter by chapter of the books I wrote, but now I want to get to the point of just finishing the whole book and then post the whole thing for people to read. So that's still happening, amidst all of the craze, because to paint the picture for y'all, right? Wake up, do the dad things of making lunch boxes and whatnot, and then getting to work. Soon as I'm done with work at like 5 p.m. at the end of the day, I'm exhausted. I'm hella tired. Yes, all I want to do is just play games and like unwind and diffuse. But I can't, because my son will be playing on my computer, right? He doesn't have his own. Still in an apartment and whatnot. So he'll be playing on my computer. In the meantime, I'm cooking while he's playing on my computer after school. And then when it's time for dinner time, that is the only time I get personal access to my PC. Otherwise, my PC is used for work as well. And I've got a company laptop. But while dinner is, being eaten, I like to spend time as family. If in the event, my partner is watching her videos on her phone, we don't have that many TVs in the house. She'll be watching like YouTube videos, TikToks or whatnot on her phone. And then our son will dominate the whole entire TV. So if I want to watch shit that I like, then I have to come to my PC and do that. But like, then obviously it's like, yeah, it's fractured because we're not together. We're not eating together, essentially. We're eating under the same roof. But that has nothing to do with this. Anyways, so I don't get much time to play games, because come the time that, dinner's finished, I have to put the kid to bed, and then I bond, with Bay for the rest of the night. Come 10 o'clock at night, I'm tired as hell. It's to the point, and I swear one of these days I'll probably record a video for you guys just to see for yourselves. But at night, if I'm gaming after 10 p.m., I'm dead ass falling asleep at my table. I could be in the most hectic game ever. For example, a few nights ago, I thought to myself, you know what? I need to blow some steam, this and this. Let me switch on Formula One, right? 2025. I turn on F1 2025 and do my normal career mode. For those of you who know the format of Formula One, by the way, it first starts with a practice, right? Then it starts with qualifications, and then it starts with the actual race. Now, just the practice mode, I'm already starting to fall asleep. Because the thing is, right, you're racing the same track, right? The same track with a couple of laps. By the time after lap like 5 or 6, I know how the map goes. And so I'll start like dozing off. Like, and then other games as well. Even if I'm like in Arena Breakout Infinite, even if I'm playing that game, I will start passing out. The moment something gets too quiet or whatever, I start dozing off. And it's tough because, I mean, hey, like I said, father life, doing all these things, working a full-time job, it weighs on you heavily. And the thing is, like, I want to get to a point where I have a great sleep schedule, which I just don't. Weekends, it's the same shit. Not really, minus the work, but it's still the same of like, I got to wake up when my son is awake because the noise, obviously. And I'm a very light sleeper. So I hear quite a lot of things and I'm already awake by the time he's awake, and he wakes up like 6 or 7 in the morning on a Saturday and a Sunday, when I just want to sleep in, but then noise, you know. And I know you guys are thinking, why don't you just close the door, this and this. We're in a small ass apartment. What separates the gaming area from the lounge is just a couch, no wall. So I can't even game or make videos if there's literally anyone in the house. If my son is in his room, you can still hear him, right? The room's like right here. How many steps? I would say his room is literally 4 steps from this desk. That's just how small this apartment is. My bedroom, mine and Bay's bedroom, I would say 7 steps, right? It's just across, basically. So walls are thin as well. So I can hear people, even if like doors are closed, I can hear you through the walls or through the doors. If there's anyone in this open area, because obviously you guys can see where the kitchen is, right? Over there. And then right here is the lounge. Literally all that separates me from going into the lounge right now is just a couch that is like right here. Matter of fact, check this shit. Now, past those 2 comforter chairs, you can already start to see the lounge TV. That's how small my place is, right? So it's very tough for me to try to get content made. Back then, all the content I was making on previous videos, I was living with a roommate. Long before Bear and I moved in together, or long before Bear and I were even dating. I lived in an apartment whereby my setup was upstairs. And on top of that, my roommate was also a gamer. So he was also quiet in the sense that he wanted a nice environment where he can be heard and enjoy his gaming in peace. Emphasis on that, gaming in peace. I can't. I literally have to wait till people fall asleep after 10 p.m. for the crib to be quiet enough for me to game in peace, which is often a trade-off. Right? During the week, sure, because kiddo has school the next day, so he goes to sleep early. Bae goes to the office every single day, so she also has to sleep early. Me, I work from home. As you guys, I'm recording this during my lunch break, right? I only go to the office like twice a week, but every other time I kind of have the opportunity to play games. It's just a trade-off of like, okay, do I want to spend my lunch hour playing games? Do I want to spend my lunch hour eating lunch and catching up on series? Do I want to spend my lunch hour on catching up on work? And I know you guys are probably thinking, don't do, the latter parts of it. But like, I'm so far up in like my role that sometimes there's quite a lot of work for me to do. And I go days, right, without actually using my lunch hours. And it's bad, obviously, because fuck, we're all entitled to a lunch hour. So I don't use it as often as people do. And I want to start using that time to make videos. I want to use that time to sit and eat and watch series, catch up on like an episode or 2 of something. I want to buy back my time, basically, right? Now you're probably thinking, okay, then what the hell are you doing making a YouTube video? The YouTube video for me is, okay, so that's the first. So now channel updates of where I've been, that's covered. Now what I want to try do with this channel by buying back my time is, I want to split into like 3 types of ways, right? And possibly into additional channels. So, I already have a podcast that I run every single Thursday night, X to Skip podcast. Y'all should check that shit out. You'll check the link in the description as well. I'll put it there. So that already, in terms of content of talking and whatnot, it's a gaming centered podcast. You guys can listen to it. We basically just give updates of what happened in the week. In the gaming sphere, what happened to all those big studios? What's the big news on all gaming studios and games? What's the big news on, what's been released? What's the news on content creators and esports? That's the gist of what every episode is like. So there's that, right, in terms of content. So that I'm going to keep separate. If you guys want to hear my takes on certain games and whatnot, go hear it on the podcast. If I even have certain takes on games and whatnot, interact with the podcast, and trust me, I will answer you directly. But I won't do it on this channel. I think this channel, Thamziri, is going to be mainly focused on the games that I play. I will still continue to upload gaming videos on this channel. In terms of streaming, I'm not going to get there till I have a better PC. I want to see if this whole YouTube thing can actually help me to get monetized. And then with that money, I'll reinvest by getting better equipment for all of this. Probably get like this camera is great. Probably get like a better mic so I don't have to keep holding this one to get the sound right. Or get like a mic arm boom thing, whatever the fuck. No, pause. And also just to be able to get more mics so I can, make content on the road, on the move. I have interesting fucking internal conversations in the car whenever I'm stuck in traffic on the days I actually have to go to the office. And I've got that little phone holder thing, so that I can put my phone there and record myself. And then, keep making content. And then you guys can fucking get like a lot of insights into like life. Because the thing is, I also want to make a channel that'll just be authentically me. But I think I'm going to keep the Thamziri channel as authentic me updates. So channel updates and gaming videos will still stick on this channel. Stuff where I just want to yap and talk and whatnot. Another podcast I used to run way back in the days called Close to Midnight podcast. I'm bringing that back, right? But this time around, it's going to have video. So that podcast, I used to just talk about my experiences in dating, socializing, friend circles, and just whatever yapment I have on my head, right? So that, in a sense, is also going to be a different channel. So this Thamziri channel will just be for the gaming and channel updates. The X to Skip podcast channel will be exactly for that, just podcasting on things that happened in the gaming sphere. Close to Midnight podcast, which is not yet up, will be treated as both a podcasting channel as well as a vlogging channel. You guys will just get insights into my life. I'm going to have guests, friends, family members, sometimes even co-workers, whoever interesting, and then just talk about stuff. And the thing is, it's all going to be authentic as hell. I'm done trying to do all this scripted shit, make shit, professional and whatnot. Like I've always said, if Queso can do it, so can I, right? Before I even knew about Queso, fam, my biggest YouTuber and favorite YouTuber still is my number one is Dashy Games XP. Shout out to Dashy. Obviously though, with Dashy, if you check his interviews versus who he is on his videos, we all know that Dashy is like a persona, right? The yelling at the start. I didn't even have an intro I'm going to give y'all. At best, my intros would just be me adjusting the microphone, getting shit right, and talking. That's it. My transitions, I don't have a stream deck, bruh. Most of the shit right now that's on my desk, I can't tell you most of it because I do have a full-time job and people are watching, co-workers will most likely be watching this video. But my desk is just filled with junk, right? Amidst other recreational things. But obviously I'm going to have like a proper background. Those people who have like a streaming room and it's just pretty as fuck. I might even just go the whole green screen route so y'all don't see this shit behind. And we are moving at some point this year, so it'll be a whole different background as well. But something green screen just so that y'all just have me in the center. If I need other things in the background, man, that's only going to happen when I have my own gaming room. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So that's just to give y'all an update. Now, in terms of posting, I thought to myself, let me do let me do twice a week. It's tough because every week we're posting podcast of the gaming stuff, and then Close to Midnight, I don't even know when I'm going to start the channel. The channel doesn't exist. Probably should not even have told y'all that because then someone's going to steal the name. But I'll find a way. Yeah. So in terms of posting, I want to try 2 videos a week because I want to test this algorithm thing, whatnot, get into the flow of it again, and just see if two videos a week will work. One of which will most likely come to this channel where it's just going to be gaming videos. And then another is I want to try get into reaction videos. The reaction videos, I think I want to keep them here, but I've been told that you must always have separate channels because it's just easier. So don't spam everything into one channel. So it means I'm probably going to have to open a third channel. No, I've got this one. I've got the gaming one. I mean, the podcast one, and then Close to Midnight. But then, just trying to think. Okay, I do have another YouTube channel, which then I'll probably just use. But then that YouTube channel, I'll probably use for reactions. Because like I said, I don't have time to watch TV. So I don't have time to catch up on series or anime or movies. It's been ages since I've been to the cinema as well. So, you know, I want to give the whole reaction thing a try. I've always wanted to give the whole reaction thing a try. You know, from like music videos to music itself to analyzing lyrics, because I love music more so than just the tunes. I love the lyrics. I love the depth behind something. And I wish we could actually bring back music videos like fully. Nowadays, I just feel artists just release music and that is it. They don't do enough music videos and whatnot. And then I end up finding dope ass like anime music videos to a song where I'm just like, you see, now if we had the actual artist making music video of this depth, bliss. But you know, so stuff like that. The reason why I've always been afraid to do channels like that is because I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to get around the copyright. And in most cases, I want to try do videos where it's completely authentic and unedited. Big risk with doing shit that's unedited, not gonna lie, because y'all are gonna hear certain sounds you don't want to hear or that like are annoying as fuck. But I think when I'm editing, I just had a brain fart. If I'm editing, right, I want it to be a thing of, I don't want to edit too much that the authenticity of the video is then gone. But obviously if something like out of my control happens, for example, if I'm recording a video and then all of a sudden there's a leaf blower outside, or I get a phone call from a client, or, you know, something at work happens, that's an emergency and I have to hop on. But that's why I have my work laptop here on a different screen. Y'all are seeing me on my main PC's monitor. But I always have my work shit open just in case, during lunch hours, in case anything goes wrong. Because, I mean, in the IT industry, dude, a lot can go wrong at any given time. So, you know, I just want to be on the lookout. Like, as right now, what I'm doing is actually just looking at messages. I see messages, but I just want to check if any of them are directed to me, which, no. So, yeah. And then, obviously, I can only ever do videos when the house is quiet, right? When the house is quiet, so today, with it being a Tuesday, the house is flipping quiet. Tuesdays, I think, are my most favorite days. Friday, kiddo is back from school pretty early. And so the noise levels are just already hella high. Tuesdays are my perfect days because majority of the morning into the early afternoon, he's still at school, so everything is chilled. And then, yeah, like weekends, close to impossible. Not going to lie to you, weekends will be almost impossible to make this type of content. Weekends, I can only make content at night. And that is provided I got a good night rest on Friday nights. Friday nights into Saturday, I must get a good night rest, failing which I nap in the afternoon. And then when everyone else goes to bed, Saturday nights, or even a Friday night. Friday, I think I could take a nap before I actually start making content. And then when everyone else is going to bed, I just woke up from a nap. I'm feeling fresh as a daisy. And then I can hop on gaming videos and make some content. But obviously I can't be too loud because people are asleep. Do y'all see the trouble of this entire thing? But again, I'm trying to make it back into it. I don't want to wait long. I don't want to wait until it's perfect to make content. One of these days, you guys are going to see either Bay or, you know, my son come into the video. It is what it is. As much as I'm going to try hide them from it, you know, safety reasons and all that, I can't stop it from happening. At some point, it's going to happen. Hopefully, though, you know, life goes well for us and we get to a point where I can actually like afford a place that's big enough for me to have my own room, so that when it's time to make content and whatnot and there are people in the house, the place is also big enough to separate, you know, the noises and whatnot. And if I can get like a dedicated room, I can then start doing soundproofing, you know, the works. But it really just depends on the success of not only this channel, but my job is successful in the sense that I make cash every month. Would be great if it was more, but life. Yeah. So I guess that's pretty much it, man, in terms of a channel updates. I never have these things long and I don't want to ramble. And because everything wasn't so structured, I just yapped. I'm amazed that I got this all like in 30 minutes or so. But yeah, just to give you guys an update on like what's going to be happening with this channel. If you guys start seeing videos coming up quite a lot, that is why. I'm trying to get more committed into making the content and just improving my digital footprint. Again, the real goal out of all of this is to just make sure that there is proof of me having been on this earth, number one. Number two, would be nice if this was a good side hustle to do. And number three, simply just talking and gaming is what comes so naturally to me. And the thing is, I can't talk to everyone about everything that's on my brain because not everyone will get it. Even the closest people to you will not understand you, right? And that is okay. Someone will out there. And often it is not someone that you know. A stranger might understand you far more than your greatest friend or partner will ever understand you. But of course, you chose your partner for a reason. And, you know, you have family for a reason. But in most cases, when I go in my yap tangents and whatnot, I'm going to bring it to you guys now. And then, yeah, we'll just see where to from there. But listen, y'all, I'm not going to keep y'all for too long because I actually do want to eat in my lunch hour. Reason I'm rubbing my face so much is because of lack of sleep. Not a day goes by that I'm not tired. But anyways, y'all, let me love and leave you. In the words of my cuz, keep it groovy like a drive-in movie. And I'll check y'all in the next channel update. When that might be, who the fuck knows, right? With everything I've mentioned in this update, let's just see how much of it gets done. Anytime there's going to be like a huge drastic change, there will be a channel update video. And by drastic, I mean drastic. I mean, again, like, let's just summarize. Since 2018, the last channel update, I was still single, living with the roommates. That channel update video was actually made on a laptop, because now I'm remembering I actually got this PC that same year, funny enough, but in May. So the last channel update was in March of 2018. So yeah, the next channel update will probably be when I get a console. I'm gonna need to let y'all know because I want to tell the world about that shit, bro. I haven't had a console since Xbox 360 and PS4. Let that sink in. I have not had a console since Xbox 360 and PlayStation 4. So I know not of anything higher than that. Well, I mean, playing other people's consoles, but yeah. So that's essentially it, y'all. That's the update. Hope y'all are good. Hope y'all are doing swell. I don't know how to end this video. Peace.